Hey guys, it's Woody the Unexceptional Gamer, and as you know, I aspire to be your #1 source for Call of Duty news, and there's something new. So 402 just tweeted that there's a new map called Overwatch, and it hits Xbox Live Premium Elite members on February 21st. So I'm going to have pictures of the map in just a moment here. So here's the deal. If you sign up for COD Elite, which I think is about $50 a year, you're the first people to get this content. Now, I think you're also going to be able to buy it just sort of, on your own, but you're going to get it a lot slower than people who've signed up for COD Elite. If you're on the Xbox, you get it first, and I think that's because of a long-standing deal they signed up with Microsoft a long time ago. I'm not positive on this point, but I think it might be the last year in which that deal is in effect. So either they'll do it again, and it'll probably be really expensive this time, or they'll be finished with that, and everyone will start getting the new DLC at the same time, which for me would be the perfect thing, but we'll get whatever we get. We'll see what comes. So let's take a look at the new map and the screenshots we have of it so far. I only have 2 screenshots to share with you. One is from 402 himself, and the other is from researching around the internet and Googling and stuff like that. So this is it. As you can see, it reuses a lot of the art from High Rise, and here's the description that I have of it so far. Overwatch drops you into a construction site atop a New York City skyscraper. The battle takes place along 2 levels in a near symmetrical layout, with 2 central bridge and side routes open to attack from multiple angles. Watch your every step, as a lack of safety barriers surrounding the perimeter leaves nothing between you and a 70-story fall to the ground below. So there you have it. It's a little like High Rise, except that it's easy to fall off the edges. It looks like they're really narrowing down the paths that you can get from one to the other, although it says that it's 2-story, right? So, on one hand, there's 2 ways to get from one side to the other, which map design is tricky. When the guys from Activision, Sledgehammer, Treyarch, or whatever, build their maps, they do it in a way that they maximize the amount of face-to-face collisions that the players will get. They try to make sure that players are going to find each other head-on a lot. That's how all their game modes are designed. They try to create that kind of engagement. Then, of course, it's your job to be able to predict traffic patterns and try and shoot people from the side. That's what good players do. But here it is, they've made it, but it says that it's 2-story, which implies to me there's a sneaky underground route, or at least enough routes that not everyone is just going to be funneling into the death zone constantly. That's what we know so far. Now, I don't want to make too many assumptions based on just the screenshots I have, but it looks like there's a parkour element to this. There's crazy jumps and spots and lines of sight, kind of like High Rise. I might just be jumping to that conclusion because it obviously reuses a lot of the art that came from High Rise, but it looks to me like, there's going to be crazy places and things that you can do. We'll see. I'm not looking at anything in these pictures that looks all that advantageous. It looks like you can go to a crazy spot, but you're going to be sitting there out in the wide open, on top of a telephone pole virtually, and that just gets you killed. But, we'll see how the map plays out once we get to play it. The other piece of news I have for you is this. Activision's announced that they intend to release 20 pieces of downloadable content for Modern Warfare 3 in total. So that's their goal, 20 pieces. The March DLC offering will have a multiplayer map called Black Box and a Spec Op mission called Black Ice and Negotiator. So 2 Spec Op missions and 1 map for March. So that makes me feel a little better, because I had heard before that there was only going to be 9 months of new DLC coming for this game. And when I heard 9 months, I pictured 9 pieces of content, and then some of that content not being multiplayer maps. And all of a sudden, what you got with COD Elite felt really, really small. But now that I'm hearing 20 things over the course of 9 months, suddenly it feels like a slightly better value than it did before. So, so that's the news I have for you. 20 pieces of DLC, new map called Overwatch. It looks like they've worked really hard to make sure that it's kind of a high action map, because there's only 2 ways to get from one to the other, and those paths will lead to lots of fighting. And that's it. So Xbox people will get it on February 21st. If history is any indicator, the PC and PS3 guys will get it 1 month later. So, if you liked the video, click on like. If you'd like to know more about Modern Warfare 3, or even just what's going on around here in the Gamertag channel, you can click on subscribe in the top right. 2 videos you may have missed. The top one is What's Wrong with Colin? And I do a better job of explaining what kind of challenges he faces than I ever had before. He's been getting a lot of attention on Facebook and Twitter lately, so I thought I'd, let you guys know. The bottom one is about Drop Zone. So they've been getting a lot of feedback on removing Drop Zone from the playlist, and I tell you guys what kind of updates we have over there. So good videos. Have a good day.